This is Colin from GBH and you're watching Maidan Backstage.
Momentum starts with Birmingham Smiles,
yes.
And there is this great line, everybody got a hometown, not everybody got a home. So how did Birmingham shape you, and what kind of place was it when you started?
It's where we were born and raised, so it is our home, and I think everybody should be proud of where they come from, but not overly proud where it's arrogance. You know, you should be
realistic about it.
Yeah. And Birmingham, I think Birmingham's a good place. The lyrics list some of the attributes of Birmingham. Like we're very multicultural. We have a Chinese quarter, we have a gay quarter. There's lots of Jamaicans, Indians, Pakistanis. You know, it's a big melting pot, and it's also well, it was a centre of industry.
Yeah.
And you know, quite a few bands come from there. So you know.
Ozzy Osbourne, right?
Yeah, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, Duran Duran, if you want to mention them, and UB40. And
when you released City Baby Attack by Reds in 1982, did you imagine in your wildest dreams that you will have a legitimate musical career that will span for over 30 years?
No.
What was your mindset back then?
It's kind of the same as today. We just look to the next day. Like part of my mind is on tomorrow because we have to drive to Belgium. So you always keep looking forward.
Living one day at a time.
Yeah.
So at the end of the 90s, when someone asked you what is the meaning of word punk for you, you said that it was life.
Yeah.
So did it change over the years, or is it?
No, it's still life. You know, we're in our mid to late 50s, so we've been doing this for more than half of our lives. So it is our life. You know.
But is it attitude changed over the years? For example, when you become a father.
I suppose you mature a little bit, I suppose. And
it's changed perspective a little bit.
You realise that things have consequences, things that you do. So you kind of, I don't know, act a bit more sensible. But only a little bit.
Momentum is a very colorful, very energetic and vibrant album. It's really amazing how it sounds. So if you were to give an advice to a younger band to how to stay fresh and relevant after almost 4 decades on stage, what would it be?
I don't know, it comes naturally to us. It's advice to other bands would be practice, and then make sure it's what you want to do. Because people think it's all glamour and fame, and it's not. It's sitting in a van for 6 or 7 hours a day and eating shit food and staying in shit hotels. And
it's not for everyone.
No. Our first drummer bailed out, Wilf, the original drummer, and he didn't like the lifestyle, so he left.
On Time Flies, from your previous album, Performance Peace, you sing happy to be hungry and free, then a well-fed slave. So it's also about this staying honest to yourself, true to your beliefs.
And kind of being your own boss as well.
Yeah. So this is also like an ingredient in this recipe to stay, to still have this energy and the motivation to do it.
Yeah, like I said, it just comes naturally to us. You know, we plod on.
So regardless if you lived in the 80s or in 2017, there is always something to rebel against, right? And this is also at the core of the punk music. So do you, when you see, for example, younger generation of fans coming to your shows, do you also see something like a reflection of yourself from when you were their age?
Yeah, I guess so, because when we first started we didn't know anything, we just used to, but you know, stumble through life sort of thing, and whatever came our way we dealt with it or not. But I think kids today have probably got more, you know, you have the internet, everyone's got a phone.
Yeah, exactly.
So but parts of that are good and bad, and communication is good.
So you mentioned internet. How do you feel about this accessibility that internet gives everyone at one click?
Yeah, well, I used to like listening to John Peel, the DJ, and I'd hear a record I liked, so the next day I would jump on a bus and go into town and buy the record, get the bus home and read every single thing on it, and then get home and then play it. And kids have a phone and they can just press one button and
it's like this magic is missing.
Yeah.
Are your daughters fans of GBH? Yeah, or did you try to educate them musically?
Well, they know, it's been their life as well. They came to Chicks when they were 2 or 3 years old, so for them it's not very magical anymore. You know? It's just it's daddy's job, I suppose.
It's always been.
But they're grown up now, so...
So the last question that I always like to ask is, what is your musical guilty pleasure? Something your fans might be surprised that you like to listen to.
What is my musical?
Guilty pleasure. Something that might be surprising for your fans.
Country and western, reggae, Frank Sinatra, Elvis. Nothing, no disco or jazz or classical.
No Taylor Swift.
Nothing to be, no Taylor Swift. No. Nothing to be ashamed of.